First off, Brandon, what was it like to get a touchdown after having to go through all the things you had to do last year?
Man, it's awesome. It's definitely awesome to be back and help this team win. But there's 10 other guys out there on that field doing their job. I'm just the one getting to make the catch. So you got Rhoda throwing it and other guys doing their job. So it was definitely a team effort.
Conor, some of those runs, are there more opportunities for you to keep it and to maybe try to keep the defense more honest and loosen things up for your running backs?
I mean, like I've said in the past, there may be opportunities, but it's a real feel thing throughout the game. And like I've stated before, I'm gonna make them show me a read that is really gonna be, because a lot of the times it's 50-50. And if they're showing me something, I may not keep it the first time, and I get that look again, then I'm gonna keep it. But I trust 1 and 23 so much that I want the ball in their hands, and unless the first time, Reed shows me that it's a definite keep, but I mean, I'm going to keep it. But there's a lot of stuff that's up for discretion, and obviously, I mean, we'll watch the film and see if there were a couple more times, and I'm sure there were, but it's definitely like a feel of the game and just kind of seeing how things play out, and we'll just learn from the film.
Conor, they did keep your running game down a little bit. What was it like as that was unfolding, and how much tougher did it make to make big plays in the passing game when you went with that?
Yeah, they played us really well defensively, and obviously kept Rodney and Shannon and the rest of our running game down a lot better than teams have done over the past couple of years here. And I thought we responded well, and some guys stepped up. Eric stepped up, made a couple big plays, and Tyler obviously made a couple big catches, and Phil Howard and Brandon and Waz and those guys, and some real positive things coming away from the passing game. But we just got to get back tomorrow and watch the film and see what we can do better to run the ball better, and also learn from stuff in the pass game.
Conor, when you released that pass, did you think you overshot him a little bit?
Honestly, I got drilled, so I didn't really even know. I mean, I threw it, took a shot, and then I just heard the crowd, and I didn't know I thought it was a touchdown just because I heard the crowd, and then got up and saw that they were spotting it, and then saw that we were trying to go run down there and run a play quick. So, but awesome. I mean, just a great opportunity for me and Eric, who have been here for 5 years together, to connect on a play like that and help us get back into the game.
What was the mindset there? Because you have the penalty that's kind of deflating. Why was it an 11-yard gain? Was it just, hey, let's take a shot here?
I wouldn't say it's let's take a shot here, but they that was kind of the second option of how we had practiced the play all week, and we just kind of adjusted on the fly and were able to make the play that they gave us the opportunity to make, and happily enough we were able to punch in the end zone in the next play. So,
Eric, did you feel you're going to catch that ball?
Yes, sir. When I seen it up in the air, I felt that it was going to be a little far. I was going to have to run up under it, so I picked up a little speed and just reached out and made the catch.
Where does that one rank for your all-time catches?
Besides my first touchdown in college, I'd say it's probably second.
Conor, Tyler probably would have said the first interception, he could have made that catch, but did it sell on you a little bit?
Yeah, it did. I mean, that's a play that I expect Tyler to make just because he's such a talented kid, but I got to make his job way easier. And it's when we're running off the field, he's telling me, hey, I got to catch that ball, and I'm telling him, hey, I got to put it right on your numbers versus making you jump a couple feet in the air and try and catch it. So, but it's got to be a better throw, bottom line.
Eric, when you make that play and then Shannon scores a touchdown to tie it up, do you feel like there's momentum on your side and that you guys are still going to be able to pull this one out?
Yeah, most definitely. We're not really big fans of momentum, but we take it play by play. But after I made that catch, I knew he was punching in it. So, hats off to him, but I knew he would definitely get in there.
Conor, that shot that you took, the personal foul then was called, you feeling that a little bit even now?
Yeah, well, I'm feeling it now more than I did when we were out there. I mean, I didn't feel much. I hopped right up, and I'm sure tomorrow morning it'll be nice and prevalent in my neck, but all's good. I mean, I'm out there just trying to gain as many yards as we can and get down and take as least amount of hits as possible, but I think I've shown that I can sit in there and take those hits when need be. So.
Rhoda, did you notice Douglas's absence in the game today?
Maybe a little bit, but I thought Phil Howard played great. I mean, those two are right there skill-wise. I trust them just as much as anybody else, and it's just the next man up, and we'll see how long Demetrius is going to be out, but I got all the confidence in the world in Phil, and when he plays fast, he's a hell of a football player. So,
With some of the uncertainty at wide receiver, you feel good about where you're at with your tight ends, with Brandon,
Yeah,
with Waz? I mean,
definitely.
pretty
Yeah,
good.
I feel comfortable with whoever's out there. I mean, Brandon and Waz are two guys that I've spent a lot of time with. Obviously, Eric and Tyler, Phillip, some of those guys behind them, Rashad, and Mark Williams has been getting some reps now with Demetrius going down, and Will Rieger, and all those guys. And the amount of time that we put in the offseason, there's no like somebody going out there and I don't feel comfortable throwing to him. Maybe it's going to take a series in the game for them to, that if they don't have the experience that some of the other guys do, it may take a few plays for them to get caught up and realize that, hey, this is just like practice. But I got all the confidence in the world and everybody in that room, and same goes for the tight ends and the guys that are behind Waz and Brandon and all those running backs that we got.
Conor, you took some shots today. Did you feel like there was more pressure today than maybe in the last couple of weeks?
I didn't think that it was much that I noticed. I mean, I knew that they were bringing a solid amount of pressure, and that was something that we knew that they were going to do. They were really trying to show a lot of different looks and kind of disguise things and try and trick us. But I thought the guys up front played great, and they just made a couple really good calls defensively that were in the right spot. But no, it wasn't anything that really caught us off guard.
Brandon, the team's pretty banged up in general. Like, how do you guys kind of try and keep going when you're losing guys left and right like this?
It's definitely a next man up mentality. Like guys are saying, when guys go down the next one, it's got to be ready to go. That's how we practice too. Everyone's always learning in the chalkboard, out on the practice field, getting reps with everyone. So unfortunately, people do go down. Injuries are part of the game, but the way we practice is definitely sets us up to be able to have that next man up mentality.
Conor, you guys have only had wins under Coach Fleck. What's different? What do you expect to be different this week or today?
I don't think much is going to be different. I mean, I think Coach has made it very obvious that we don't focus on the result as much as we do the process of everything. And obviously the result wasn't something we liked today, and we thought that was a game that we could win, but bottom line, we didn't play well enough to win that game. We didn't deserve to win that game, and we're going to come back and watch the film tomorrow and learn from it as quick as possible, and then get on to Purdue and just get ready to keep changing our best and keep growing as a team. We got a lot of guys that haven't played a lot of football, so I think that's a great learning experience for everybody out there today, just to go through. I mean, we haven't been in a close game. I mean, Buffalo was solidly close, but that's almost a month ago now, and to get in a position like that offensively where we need to go and, we're 6-7 minutes left and we need to go score a touchdown to tie the game, and then obviously having that experience down with a minute left where we need to go and score a touchdown is just great experience for everybody to learn from, and I think guys are really going to come to work this week and be ready to get after Purdue.
Conor, what do you think the key improvements need to be going into next week from the offense?
I think we need to run the ball better. I think we need to, there are just times where we were just beating ourselves, things that we were doing really well, and then it'd be one play, whether it be a pass or run, or it'd just be one guy not doing their job, and we were really moving the ball well all day, and then just a couple plays here and there. So it's definitely just focus on finishing drives, limiting the mistakes, just doing our jobs as a whole group to ensure that we're going to have the best, possibility to finish those drives, whether it ends up in 3 or 7. We just need to put more points on the board as an offense.